Wonderful.
Okay.
See, this
Ist
is
das
exactly
Ding?
what I had in mind.
Rocket
Just a
League.
nice big box for you to run around in.
Toll.
There isn't any
Ich fühle mich so
possibility that you
klein.
could get lost here.
Ich
Now
weiß nicht
this
warum.
is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
What?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Wo ist ein Ball?
Stanley,
Ich sehe
I
keinen.
think it's
Seht ihr einen Ball?
sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together.
Falsches
Yes,
Spiel.
I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Ich bin ein bisschen klein. Cool, ja, total. Pro Open World. Auf Elden Ring warte ich noch, weil ich noch so viel Spiel auf Halde habe. Das ist mir, glaube ich, einfach zu groß. Zu heavy. Das glaube ich nix. Wow. Da geht rein. Da geht rein.
Are you doing
Oh!
it? Are you winning? Is this fun?
Ja.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure... Hold on. What are you doing?
Ups, Entschuldigung.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back. We still have so much...
Ups. Okay. Ja. Gut. Sehe halt fast nichts, ne? Erzähler? Fühle mich hier ein bisschen einsam. Nicht noch tiefer. Nicht noch tiefer. Nicht gut. Okay. Da wird Licht. Da ist Licht. Jetzt muss 7, das ist so meins. Gar nicht creepy. Überhaupt gar nicht. Ich fühle mich gerade wie in einem Horrorspiel, ne? Wo einsam bin hier? Ja, Gott sei Dank seid ihr da. Bin ich allein. Hi, Bud. Jetzt wieder zurück. Jetzt sind die zum theoretischen Ersatz aus dem allerersten Stanley Parabel, wo es noch eine. Die zum Teil Original. Ah, jetzt bin ich dabei. Was? Okay. Ich komme da nicht weiter, oder?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his
Oh,
own story,
danke
well,
schön.
perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me.
Ja, hab ich
Someone who
verstanden.
will wrap everything up at
Auf
the
den
end,
Erzähler.
to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Okay. Irgendwas war komisch. Okay, wir sind wieder back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Mein Problem ist jetzt, wir
Stanley
brauchen die
decided to go to
Sammelfigur.
the meeting room. Perhaps Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort
Wir
rushed over
brauchen
him.
die Sammelfigur. Wie kriege ich die? Wie kriege ich die?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to
Aber
his
wir müssen
chest
nach rechts,
and
sonst komme ich doch
entered
gar
the
nicht in die
door on his
Nähe.
left. This
Der
was not the
Blickscreen.
direct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Also
Was
mit
this
Eimer
better
wird es
than
jetzt
the meeting
klappen.
room?
Ich sag's euch.
Yes, Stanley thought. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
So, jetzt ist halt die
Stanley
Frage.
took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Die Sammelfigur ist da. Da, ein bisschen tiefer, wo man durch so einen Schacht durch muss. Wir haben jetzt nur die Möglichkeit, ich fahre wieder mit dem Aufzug, gehe wieder dahin, wo die rote, die blaue Tür ist. Dann könnten wir durch die rote gehen. Das hat man noch nicht. Oder wir gucken halt hier, ob wir da irgendwie nach rechts kommen. Aber komm, ist doch auch nicht zur Figur, oder? Okay, wir probieren jetzt erstmal die rote Tür aus, okay? Was mich aber auch noch interessieren wird,
Said the bucket. Don't
was
go
wäre
to the
denn nach
meeting
Rocket
room.
League
Go
gekommen, wenn ich
somewhere
nicht
else.
runtergesprungen wäre?
The
Das müsste man
cargo
nicht auch noch
lift,
machen.
Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Dieser Eimer, wie er spricht. Ich muss da rüber. Wie komme ich da rüber?
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top.
Okay, wir geht's
There's
erst.
something up there I
Gehen wir
need
durch
you
blau
to
oder
do.
rot?
Stanley did
Rocket
not
League kommt
question
bestimmt
why
noch
or
was,
how
oder?
this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Ein Kommentar diesmal? Okay. Eimer hat nichts zu sagen. Ja, Neustart geht natürlich immer.
No, stop.
Hey.
Look there on the wall. You see,
Was?
there's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley,
Oh,
how could you think it
was?
was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
Aber er ist
I
selbst
suppose that would
eifersüchtig auf
explain a
den
lot
Eimer.
about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
Ja.
I think we have to do something about it. This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly. So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Ja, ist
Please,
okay.
step in here for a moment.
Ja. Okay. Okay, wir werden jetzt aufgeklärt, was ist ein Eimer?
Now then, I'm going to run you through
Nur ein
some test
Laufsteg.
scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing
Okay.
you is a bucket. Simple enough, right?
Ich glaube, man kann anscheinend alle Hände mit dem Eimer spielen. Das ist total geil.
Is or is not a bucket.
So.
Okay, let's begin.
Wir strengen uns an, ja? Wir machen das richtig. Ja, das ist ein
Item
Eimer.
one. Is this a bucket?
Ja.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual.
Ernsthaft jetzt? Ja, ist okay. Okay.
Item 2. Is this a bucket?
Der hat gewackelt. Das ist kein Hologramm.
Incorrect. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
Okay. Gut.
Item 3. Is this a bucket? Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Ja. Hä?
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Wenn ich jetzt auf Nein gehe, ist es ein Bucket. Ist es ein Eimer. Oder? Ich will es sehen, wie das sich jetzt in einen Eimer verwandelt.
Correct. This is a tractor
Okay.
and not a bucket.
Okay.
To be honest, I just sort of put this one in here as a gimme, but I was starting to get concerned that even this might be too much for you. Thank you for not making me look like an idiot. Okay, next one.
Nett? Echt nett?
Is this a bucket?
Nein?
Incorrect. This is a bucket.
Logisch. Das ist völlig logisch. Ich weiß nicht, wie ich das nicht erkennen kann.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Nein. Ja!
Question. Both. Gotcha.
Ich glaub's ja echt nicht hier.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere. Yes. Thank you. There's nothing here. Of course it isn't a bucket. We both know full well that nothing isn't a bucket. Wait, when I say nothing isn't a bucket, that makes it sound like I'm saying everything is a bucket, which of course is not true. Unless... Is that what you think? Answer me straight, Stanley. Are you trying to tell me that you believe everything is a bucket?
Nein, sonst ist es wieder stinkig, oder? Sag nein.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is
Ich
a
auch.
bucket? What isn't a bucket?
Ich hab keine
moments
Ahnung.
ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all
was
I ever
antworten wir
had
da
to
denn
begin
jetzt?
with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship
Bietet ich euch
apart.
offensichtlich
I can't
Fragen
have
recht
that.
bloßstellen.
I'm sorry.
Total.
But I'm going to erase all
Gibt's
buckets
ja
from
leider
the
auch.
game entirely. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
What happened? Is everything gone? Why
Ja,
did
weil
everything
alles ein Eimer
disappear?
ist. Er hat alles weggemacht, was ein Eimer ist. Und alles ist ein Eimer.
Every single thing in the game was a bucket.
Ja.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket
Stimmt.
after all.
Er ist kein
And you,
Eimer.
Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either. Oh, this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue. But it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what. I'll reset everything.
Jetzt ist bestimmt
We'll
alles
put
ein
back
Eimer.
all of
Also
the
wirklich ein
buckets,
Eimer,
okay?
oder?
And we'll know that
Alles
it's
ist im
all
Eimer.
a bucket.
Absolut.
But if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Ich weiter
All right,
erzählen.
here we go.
Bestimmt alles ein Eimer. Und Traktor. Nee, ist alles gut. Okay. Alles ist gut.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to
Oh,
go to the
Mann, ey.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Okay,
missed a
wir nehmen
memo.
keinen Eimer mit. Weil wir wollen zur Tür. Zur roten und zur blauen.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nein.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but
Jetzt
the
flippt er
fact
gleich
is
wieder
that the
aus.
story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Aber Aimi hat schon einen ab.
Someone you've been
Oh,
neglecting,
armer
Stanley.
Aimi.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Boah.
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
Really?
others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show
Keine
you something
Aimis.
beautiful.
Tut mir
Look,
leid.
let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay,
Now listen carefully, this is important.
wollen wir jetzt zuerst gucken, was
Stanley
nach Rocket
walked
League
through
kommt
the
oder
red
zuerst
door.
durch die rote?
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through
Müssen
the
wir erstmal
red
blau machen, oder?
door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked. All
Würde mich
right,
interessieren,
fine,
was
go
da noch
ahead,
für Spiele
Stanley.
kommen.
You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Ach, das dauert jetzt halt wieder eine
You
Menge,
see?
ne?
There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never
Ja, wir werden
supposed to
heute
be
nicht
here in the
fertig.
first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was
würd's
it worth
gern das
ruining
Gerede
the
ein bisschen
entire
überspringen.
story I had written out
Entschuldigung.
specifically for you?
Kennen wir jetzt alle
Do you
schon.
not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end it was all for
Wahrscheinlich
nothing.
spiele ich das jetzt
Because
alles
this
nochmal.
is what you wanted to see.
Und nach Rocket
Help
League
me
kommt
here,
einfach
Stanley.
nichts mehr.
Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay,
So,
I'm
diesmal
going to
geben
stop
wir
you
ihm
there. Now,
direkt eine
tell me
5.
about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices?
Nee.
Feel free to
Ja, dann
be
kriege ich
honest.
die. Ich
I'm
mach's genauso
looking
wie
for some
vorhin.
real
Das
critical
kriege ich
feedback
deswegen nicht.
here.
Ich glaube, die Rocket League-Szene würde so weit gehen, dass er sehr lange darüber grübeln wird, sodass man zwangsläufig den Schacht verliert. Mist, das kann natürlich auch sein.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual
Mist.
opinion.
Könntest du
you
recht
know?
haben, ja.
Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound
Mist.
good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, the
Ja, aber
baby
das ist gleich
crawls
verbrennen.
left towards danger.
Instant.
You click the button to move him back to the right. And if
Komm
he
ins
reaches
Feuer,
the
mein
fire,
Baby.
you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family
Über die
life.
Verzweiflung und
I
Langeweile
think
des
the
Familienalltags.
Outlaws will really
Dankeschön.
take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours.
Da steht
So
so
why
jetzt,
don't
man
you
muss es
give
4
it 4
Stunden
hours of
machen.
play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Aber meinst du, es würde wirklich was passieren, wenn ich das 4
Did you
Stunden
do it
lang
because
mache?
you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter,
Ich
well,
würd's
I
dem
don't know
Spiel ja
what to do. I'm
zutrauen, ne?
completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done.
Sorry.
It's over.
Müde.
Thank you for playing. Your input
Wir
was
werden so
extremely
Ende fertig.
valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game?
Nö,
Just
meinst
to ease
nicht?
the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.